and excellence in technology and computer education. Before joining USC, we had this illustrious person at many places. She served as a senior executive director at the Pardee Rand Graduate School and the Rand
Corporation, where she was instrumental. Wow, okay. Instrumental in overseeing the school's development, engagement, and advancement strategies. Earlier in her career, Jessica was part of the leadership team at the UCLA Henry Samueli School of Engineering and Applied Science, where she played a pivotal role in advancing the school's strategic goals, including building key donor and industry partnerships. With nearly 2 decades of experience in higher education and institutional advancement, Jessica has a deep understanding of the philanthropic landscape and an appreciation for the importance of alumni and supporter networks like the Trojan Guild of Los Angeles. Jessica, for 7 minutes.
No, I'll take 3. Hi, everybody. Thank you so mumuch for the warm welcome. I have the very distinct honor of working to help support the research that you heard about from Professor Delkina. I thought what could be helpful is, my title of a school within the school. I could maybe help position Professor Delkina's work within a bigger USC context because the School of Advanced Computing is so new. So about 5 years ago now, the Thomas Lord Foundation gave a remarkable gift to USC. They were shutting down the foundation. We were the recipients of the proceeds of it.
How much was that?
It was $260 million, okay, yes. And so the trustees, they had some options, right? They came together, they could have had that whole gift just go into the endowment and it could be business as usual at USC. But instead, they decided to leverage this gift to really take a big swing, right? Where do we want to make an investment to have USC stand out amongst our peers? And it was sort of a no-brainer, computing, right? And so what does that mean? So other schools have just made big investments in their computer science departments, for example, really bloated computer science departments. And there will be investments in the department, but what we wanted to do was something bigger that crossed the university at large. And so they launched, who's here heard of the Frontiers of Computing moonshot? Yeah, so as part of the moonshot, which was really leveraging this big gift, they launched the School of Advanced Computing, and it was really important to both the Dean of Engineering and to President Folk that sat within the School of Engineering. So it wasn't going to be this, sort of stepchild over here. And so now it houses the Lord Department of Computer Science, Professor Delkina's home department, the Ming Hsieh Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, and a new division of computing education. And so that's helping to meet the demand from the 22 other schools and units at USC for a computing curriculum for students to really allow them to be more competitive in industry, right? So across domain now, there's going to be an expectation that you have some fundamental computing knowledge, business, medicine, economics, right, in education. And so this will allow the School of Advanced Computing to meet the demand from the other schools to make sure that we are arming our students, our graduates, with those computing skills. The other part is, imagine having more Professor Delkinas whose work sits at the intersection of computing and name your discipline, right? To really attack our world's grand challenges. And so there's a big mandate for a faculty hire. So we're hiring 60 new faculty in the next 60, yes. 60, right? So we are fundraising to help with that recruitment. Half will be within the School of Advanced Computing traditionally, in computer science and electrical and computer engineering. And the other half will be very strategically positioned at the intersection of technology and other fields, right? And so we're working closely with other deans to identify who's leveraging computing in their work. Is it a computational radiologist at the School of Medicine, at Keck School of Medicine? Is it somebody in the business school? And so that's going to be where the other 30 hires sit. And it really, not only is the research output of these faculty going to be incredible, you got a taste of that today, but our students are going to be able to learn from these great minds, sit alongside them in the lab doing research. And so it's a very exciting time at the school. I know I'm standing between you and lunch, so I will leave it there. But if you are looking to get more involved or to learn more about the School of Advanced Computing, I'll be here through lunch, and come find me. And
Jessica, stay here, and Dr. Delkina, we'd like for you to come back up forward, please. Dr. Vistra. Okay, on behalf of the Trojan Guild of Los Angeles, we have our signature gifts. We have miniatures of Bovard, which is our administration building and auditorium, and you get to read all about it inside. I'm going to do you first, Jessica, and you're going to hand these to her. This is a card that says thank you, and this is Bovard Whitney and the Whitney Alumni House.
what an honor. Thank you
So
so much.
we're very happy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here today. And these are our infamous signature iconic gifts of the miniature 2 most famous historical sites on the campus. Thank you for being here today. I understand Mary Grace wants to say something about the safari trip.
Yeah.